Good evening, South Africans. Good evening. My name is Lebogang Kopi, and sure, I'm happy to see all of you joining this call today. It is a very special call, the Mastermind Leadership Call. Please, if you are on our WhatsApp groups, please remind all your leaders, all your brand partners and members to share the link with them so that they can join this call. This is a very special call. We've started introducing the Mastermind calls from last month. I must say they've been phenomenal. The feedback has been outstanding. People are loving it. We are all learning from it. So today, once again, you are welcome to this call, and I'm happy to welcome each and every one of you. But today we are joined by this special couple that we are having today. I don't know what you're diffusing. Please share on the chats. If you are diffusing, I am diffusing Vela, because for some reason I just needed the confidence. We are joined by the powerhouse. I must share this. When I listened to their story sometime last week, I was blown away. And I'm very excited that today they get to join us and share with everybody that is on this call. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our Royal Crown Diamonds all the way from Austria, Ulrike and Vijay. I saw you already on your call. Good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening, Africa, South Africa.
Hello. Yes, hello. So good to see you. Thank you so much for this invitation. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. You know what? I'm very excited, and I know you've shared, and you know what? I can't wait for you to share with our brand partners. And for me, what was humbling is when I read your biography, actually, that you joined like 2001, you joined Young Living. And, you know, do you just want to share with us the journey, your hobbies, just the background, and introduce yourselves to our brand partners on this call?
Okay, now we begin. Yeah. That's so fantastic. Okay, our journey with Young Living, yes, you already said it, began 2001. And I think it already is. It still is a very fantastic journey. So, because in 2001, I met Vijay and we met Young Living. So both in one.
one together. No, it was like that. I met Young Living, and 2 weeks later I met her. So that's
okay.
the right. And so I fall in love in Uli and with Young Living.
Oh wow, that's nice. So you got the business and you got Uli as well. So you celebrating, if it's an anniversary, you're celebrating both your work and you're also celebrating your relationship as well.
That yes, is of course.
She was my first member.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay. Do you just want to share maybe your family background, what you do, your hobbies, what you like doing, just so the people on the call could understand who they're talking to, if you can just bring them into your family as well to get to know you better.
Okay, so when we met, so it's a...
Sie möchte wissen, welche Hobbys und so weiter, ein bisschen von dir erzählen.
Yes, I really want to share my life with all of you. I think I'm a really, on one side, I'm an entrepreneur, and on the other side, I'm a really networker. And my background is I have 3 kids, and I was always an entrepreneur because my whole life, I'm an entrepreneur since I'm 24 years old. And I always said, okay, if I can do this work, what I'm doing for other people, if I can do this work for myself, so it's much more better. So I began to work only for myself. Yes, with
You're
24.
your own boss.
I'm my own boss. So it was a very hard time in the beginning because I wasn't successful the first years. And my husband, not Vijay, my previous husband. So my English is not the best. Please don't be.
Please accept it as it is.
We actually can understand you. We can hear you. So take your time. We've got.
Yeah,
all
I
the
try.
time.
I give my best. I always give my best. So because English, yes, my love language is
You're
German.
doing great. You're doing great. Trust me.
I try. So my former husband, he really didn't understand what I really want from my life. He wasn't an entrepreneur. He was employed the whole time, and he's still employed. And his life were really very different to my life. And I'm really want to be free. I always want to be free. And yes, and then I got my kids. When I was 27, I got my first kid, and yes, I was free on one side, but on the other side, I had no money. It was a very, very challenging time.
You wanted to make your own money, huh?
I really wanted always to make my own money, and I really wanted to be independent from my husband. That was very, very important for me because my mom was never independent. And I saw that it was so hard for her when my mom and my dad, when they got divorced, that she was also, after this time, she wasn't independent. And it was so important for me to be independent and to be on my own feet. And for that, I fight it. I really fight it for my independence years over years. And my husband, he never understands what I really want to do. And yes, then I got my second child with him. And 1.5 years later, I said, okay, I can't live this life anymore with you because you didn't want to unterstützen, support me. And then, yes.
The rest is history. And Vijay, and actually Vijay.
And then I met Vijay.
No, Vijay, please share with us how you met Young Living actually and what started. Yeah.
That's the point now. I was in network marketing years before with several companies, really many companies. And that was the point. I never was successful with these companies. And I said, I never wanted to do a network marketing in my life again. So then I met him.
Yes, we met us. And I also got the first time I got the oils from my upline from Prakama, it's her name. And we worked together. She was the doctor and I was at this time her driver. We worked from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. At night, and we drove to people who got sick or who died or whatever happened. And this was our job. And one time she came, and before she came to the office where we started from, she came back from America because she visited his friend. He lived in America, and he gave her a bunch of bottles, nearly empty bottles, and she took them with her. And when we met us, she put them on the table and she gave me peppermint oil. She opened peppermint oil, and she said, "You have to try it. It's so wonderful. You never, you have to try." And I took peppermint oil and I smelled. Wow! And it was like a flash going through my whole body. And the experience of smelling peppermint was, how can something smell so pure? This was the first what was going through my mind and my feelings. I was so impressed.
Yeah.
I was very happy about this, excited about this smell, and I said, "Wow, what is this wonderful thing? What is peppermint oil? I love it. It's so amazing." And then she said, "Oh yes, Vijay, and it is a multi-level marketing company." And I said, "Oh no!" This was my first reaction when she said it's a multi-level marketing company. And then I said to her, "Okay, I know a little bit because I also had experience. I made experiences before with MLM companies, and I said, maybe I can help you a little bit, but I don't want to do it." And this was my start with Young Living.
Wow. So
Yes.
what changed your mind and what happened? Take us
Okay,
through.
it was very easy because it was very easy because Young Living has the best products ever. So I don't know any network marketing company with such good products like Young Living. So this makes it easy for me that I only had to share the product with other people. And they said, "Oh, how beautiful. Can I have it?" And I said, "Yes, you can have it." And because I was not interested in making money in business, but what I wanted for my friends and for my customers, I wanted them buying the products as cheap as possible. This was my intention. And so I said, you have two possibilities. You can buy it expensive or cheaper. If you want them cheaper, then become a member. So I signed them up. But my focus was not on business. But at this time, a little group of people were growing in my downline.
Yes, but it was really very hard because there was nothing in Europe, nothing. We had nothing. We had no translation to German. That we got everything from the US. We have to order it from
Very
the
expensive.
US. It was
The
really
transport.
expensive. The taxes, the
Customers.
custom, everything. It was so expensive also for the people. They bought it and they said, "What? That's so expensive." But we said, "No, yes, it is, but it's the best quality you can get." And we were so excited about it that the people were also so excited. So and then Vijay drove to Gary the first time to France, to the first time to ask him.
It was 2003.
Yes, and then he asked him, "So, do you want to bring the oils to Europe, because we really want to build up in Europe, and we want to make it really big in Europe because we are so excited about the oils?" And Gary said, "No."
Yeah, because so at this time I couldn't speak any word in English. So I needed Prakama to translate. And I said to Prakama, "Please ask Gary when he's coming to Europe." And he said, "No, he will not come." And I said, "Why? Ask him why he don't want to come." And she asked, and Gary said, "Oh, I think the Europeans are not able to make network marketing, the multi-level marketing." He was thinking about that. And then I said, "Ask him how many people does he need that we build up that he comes to Europe." And he said about 500. And so I said, "Okay, let's do it." This was for me, this was the starting point to build up. But at this time, Gary Young was a aromatherapist. He was a therapist. He was not a network marketer. He did not know how to build up. He knows a little bit, but he never gave us the rules of network marketing, the system, how to build up the business. We never got this information. So we did that, what Gary did. And the first 10 years, we made aromatherapy. And aromatherapy needs a lot of time to learn, to get all the knowledge, to speak, to have big events where you stand on stage and talk to the people and give them all the information. You have to learn, you have to know so much. And of course, what I did not know was that if I am on stage and I give the people who listen to me, I give them so many information what they never heard before, what was so exciting, what was so special, what was so incredible, that at this moment, when the people listened to me, they got an insight. And the insight was, wow, this man, Vijay, knows so much about essential oils. He can talk about everything. I know now that I never can do this, what he's doing. So what I will say.
Vijay, just hold there. I just want to make sure that I heard you correctly. So you say for the 10 years that you've just joined, you just became a therapist. You were an expert on the oils. You did events, and that's all that you knew for 10 years. Am I right? I heard you correctly.
For 10 years.
Sure. Okay.
10 years. So I started to become a wonderful teacher about bringing knowledge and talking about the chemistry of essential oils, about what they are doing in the blood and the hormonal system, in the brain, and so on. And all the people who heard me talking, they know that they never can do this, what I did. So what I did not know was that 10 years I did something what was not duplicatable.
Oh, duplicate. Okay. 10 years, anybody couldn't duplicate what you were doing.
But people were excited about that, what I was talking about. And so what I created was an aromatherapy school. And so I built up 3 schools teaching aromatherapy, creating a lot of teachers doing the same. But all the people who become aromatherapists, no one of them become a network marketer.
So what was the changing point? What happened? So in the 10 years, did you grow on the ranks, or what happened? Or you were stagnant on one rank, or what happened?
A little bit.
We grow, of course, because we had so many customers. We built up so many customers. And when I had 50 people in my meeting, and there were weeks where I had 8 meetings in 1 week. And I drove cars to death because I drove so much in Austria to the people making meetings and speaking about aromatherapy. So what was the big problem, what I created, what I did not know that I created problems? It was the knowledge about aromatherapy, because I realized that there are main sentences. And the first sentence is, if you speak about the product, you create customers. And this is what I did for 10 years. I spoke only about the products, and I went deep into the knowledge. So people were excited because I created so many customers, but not so many network marketers. But after 10 years, we achieved the rank silver and then gold, and then we were concreted in the position of gold. You know, concrete. We stuck in the position of gold. We never could go on to platinum because we were so fixed in gold that we never could go further. And this was the problem what we had. And years over years being in the same rank, we said, okay, we do something wrong. What was the big mistake, the big fault, what we did when we started? And
then we saw in America, in the US,
there were people
are coming and they
1, 2, 3 years to diamond.
From diamond, and we said, okay,
wow, what are you doing?
A little bit is wrong with us.
Yeah, what are we doing wrong? And so there was the moment in 2010 when I said, okay, we have to change something. We need to learn network marketing. We need to change our whole doing, teaching.
That was hard, yeah.
And it was very hard because we did not know it. there was no one who told us what we had to change, what we had to do, because above us there was Prakama. She had no idea about network marketing. Above her was Lars Skogan, our American uplines, and above there was Young Living. There was no one who could tell us how network marketing works. And so I put 2 chairs in the room, and I sit down on one chair and put myself into the position of being a person who has no idea about essential oils, who smelled the first time an oil, and what question comes up? Like me when I smelled peppermint. And so I sit down and said, okay, what is the first question what I have now when I smell a wonderful oil? So I smelled the oil, and I was thinking, what is the first what comes up? And the question I wrote down. And then I changed the position. I changed the chair to the other side in the position of the person who knows everything about network marketing, about Young Living, everything, so that I can answer. And so I started a game for months to get out all the questions what a new person needs. And so I got all the answers because I had to find answers for the questions. And
yes, and we studied books and all the other people that they were already successful. We studied really them, what they are doing.
Because it was so necessary to know what is that what we are doing wrong. And so I started to write down my knowledge, all that what I worked on, and created a training. I call it the trainer. And this trainer training, I started with the first people in my downline, with the first some of my leaders, and they were so angry because they said, Vijay, you're so crazy. The oils are holy. You cannot say don't speak so much about the products. We have to speak about the products. I said, yes, but on a different way. And it was so hard to bring the first people to a new business mindset, because this was what was so necessary to make Young Living really big. Because my profession is massage therapist, so I know about the body and the sickness and all that stuff, and I will help people. But then I said, okay, now if I am good, I can work on 6 or 7 people a day, and I cannot work always on new people. So I have maybe in 1 year I have some 100 customers coming. They comes at the time. But what happens if I build up a duplication of myself and they start to duplicate themselves? How many people could I help for a better life, for better healthiness, and so on, and to make their life better? And it's only possible with network marketing. Network marketing is the only solution to create for everyone a better life. And the knowledge about the products, it's easy. Young Living, there is a book. It's called The Essential Essential Oil Desk Reference. And you have one teacher, he's always with you. It's called Google. You can Google everything. There's every answer about every essential oil. In our time, we don't need aromatherapy schools anymore. It's not necessary because the knowledge is already in your home, in your smartphone. It's in your pocket. You just have to call to ask him, and Google gives you the answer, many answers. And this is what I realized. I said, okay, what is the product information what people need? The product information is only, the most important information is the information about what can you do with that product, and not what is in the product. Because about the knowledge what is in the product, you can fill books, but it's information what you never need so much than the short information about what you can do with the product. And
so we must
it
keep it
changed.
simple, and it changes things.
Keep it short and simple. Yes. And of course, and the train the trainer. So I created I tried to find answers for every situation in network marketing, and so I started to change the first people into a business mindset. And this was the start of our new way of our new
way of our
success.
Yeah.
Because in 2011, people already started to do network marketing on a network marketing way.
Sure.
And 2012, 2013. So 2013, in February, we were still gold, in the rank of gold. In September, in this year, 2013, we achieved the rank platinum. And in the same year, in November, we achieved the rank diamond in 2013. Oh. In 2014, we become the rank crown diamond. In 2015, royal crown diamond. So this is why I say it's so important to change your mindset from aromatherapist knowledge to network marketing. And if you are an aromatherapist, it doesn't mean that you have to put your knowledge into the waste. No, because you always will get situations where there is a person who wants to know a little bit more. Then you can give the information. But for business building, you have to change everything. And this is what we did. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I must say that is very powerful. Only when you started changing your mindset on how you used to do things and to do it the business way. So when you look into the business opportunity, you see it as the same thing, or you see it as a product on its own. This is very powerful, really, for our leaders. So the business opportunity, because that's something that we also have as part in the MLM when you do the business itself.
Yeah. Look, it's very important that we start to understand something. What I will say is that Young Living is the best essential oil company in the world. But Young Living has not only essential oils. Young Living has so many products, about 600 products. Mm-hmm. But what the most people forget is there are also two products what people don't realize that they are products of Young Living. And you know it from last time when I spoke about that. It is one of the products is network marketing, the business. Because if you see multi-level marketing, network marketing from Young Living as a product of Young Living, then for you it is much easier to offer this product, because it's easier to offer a product than to bring something to a better life or speaking about making money. So it's easier to offer them, hey, we have so many products. We have essential oils and special blends. We have wonderful cosmetic and we have nutritions. We have also multi-level marketing. It's a wonderful product to make your life better. We have shower gels. We have beauty things for beautiness, and we have a foundation. This is the second product, what many people often forget that we have, because there are so many people who want to support other people. And the foundation of Young Living is one of the best foundation I know. And it touches the hearts of people, especially of kids, and it supports life of kids and their families, because in Ecuador, the parents never can pay the school for their kids. It's not possible. They get it for free.
Sure.
And they start in the first class ever, and they end with the university. It is amazing. And also in Africa, Young Living has so many supports in Africa. So and people want, for example, also that. And so don't see Young Living only as an essential oil company. You would make Young Living so small, but Young Living is much bigger.
Yeah.
And there's only one question what I always ask people, especially when there's a group of people, I ask, do you know only one person who could need a little bit more money at the end of the month? And I tell you, everyone raises his hand. Everyone, because everyone needs more money to have a better life. And it's not wrong to ask people that, because Young Living has one of the products. It's called multi-level marketing.
Yes, and we have really one of the best compensation plans. Yes.
Oh, wow. So that on its own, so people must be direct and be like, who would want to make an extra money? And you could say, we've got a product for you, which is our compensation plan. So it's a product on its own, and we shouldn't shy away from talking about it.
This is so important because people need a better life. You have to imagine we have about 56,000 people in our organization. And now Corona let it go down a little bit because it is as it is, but it is what it is. But there are still thousands of people. Imagine I never could reach so many people only by doing it as a massage therapist. It's not possible. So, and when I think we have how many diamonds do we have in our organization?
Oh, I think 5 or 6 diamonds.
So we have 6 diamonds in our organization, and one of them is Royal Crown Diamond. So we have also Royal Crown Diamond in our organization right now. We have crown diamonds and diamonds, and we have so many platinums. We have so many golds. We have so many silvers. And believe me, if you are executive, you have some $100 more at the end of the month. And I don't know how many executives we have in our team. Thousands, I think. So we made the life better for so many people, and only because we were so excited about the products. And after that, we changed the mindset to spread it out, the possibility that everyone must have products of Young Living at home.
And the only way you get successful is to share the whole time. There is no other thing you have to do. You have to do this work. Love it, share it, repeat it. It's always the same.
And this is what we are doing since 20 years. Yeah. 21 years.
So, are you still enrolling?
Yes.
Something very important to you? What would you say your personal enrollments? Are you still doing your own personal enrollments?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Every day we love it. I love to speak with the people. I don't know. Sometimes we enroll 10 people per month. Sometimes we only enroll
3 or 4.
Sometimes there is no one. But it's my life. Yeah. I can't. If I'm speaking with people, I'm speaking with them always about the possibility about this
today.
Chance.
Today, who came? A friend.
A friend. Now, half an hour ago, I had a meeting with a friend, and he's not very excited at the moment, but I think he will join it. Yes, it takes time. It always, sometimes it takes more time, sometimes it takes not so much time, but you never have, please don't give up. That's so important.
And you never know.
And the most people, they are giving up too early. Yeah. And That's, I think, yes.
Or many people also decide for someone and say, oh, for him, I think the business is nothing for him, so I don't ask him. Don't do this. Ask everyone. It doesn't matter who it is, because you never know who he knows. Because maybe you are right and he is nothing for the business, but he knows one diamond, one future diamond for you.
Sure. So this is what you do now full time. So how's your week like when it comes to your Young Living organization? Do you spend, if you were to advise our leaders, is there an allocated time? How often do you really look into your virtual office and see your business? And is there a plan around it? Is there something that you can share with us?
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking in the virtual office, I think, I don't know, 50 times a day. So I'm always in, because it's so important to know your people, what your people are doing, how you can support them, how you can how you help them with everything.
Or if there's is something wrong, you only see so many things who are running wrong, and so she can say, hey, look at this, there happened something, maybe there is something wrong. And
yes, how can I help you with this or that? And all the things. I think it's so important to be with the people. We also have a very big Facebook group. It's an open Facebook group to all German-speaking people, not only in our downline. Everyone can join our group.
We have people from America, from American downlines,
upline, yeah,
crosslines.
So but the German people, they all can come to our group. It's now, I think, over 5,000 people are in this Facebook group. So and we are putting in all information. I'm posting twice a day, 3 times a day, sometimes nothing. So it depends. And if there are important information, I give it to the people. That's the important thing, to be with the people, and that they think you are connected, and they think that they are connected with me. So because why they are doing network marketing, they want to be connected, they want to be anerkannt,
recognition.
yes, recognized.
Recognize.
That's so important for the people, that you see their success. In normal business, the boss is not saying, oh, your work, you are doing so great work, you are the best one, and go on. That's not normally, but in our business, it's so important that you lift the people up, and you unterstützen, you support them. Yes.
You know, I must say that I'm listening to the both of you, and for me, what stands out is the fact that you spend so much time into this business, because it is a business after all. And you said something that is very powerful, that you are always on the VO, because you might just find somebody who needs your help. So which says follow up is very important. Being in touch with your people is very important. Supporting them, it's very important. Those are the most important things when it comes to network marketing. So if I were to say right now, what would be your top 5 tips that you want to share with our leaders on this call? What is it that they need to be doing? What if you were to choose everything and say, these are the 5 top tips that we're giving you that you need to do to ensure that you get successful in your Young Living business?
I want to say one thing before to the thing. I'm in the VO the whole day, sometimes not the whole day, but very often.
Yes, the whole day.
If you sign up with Young Living, that's a business. That's a really business, and you have to see it as a business. And if you sign up, you in this moment, you get your first present from Young Living. It's a completely office. your virtual office is a completely office you get as a present. So you can use it as this, and you have really to dive deep in this office from the first moment. And you have to know everything what's inside. It's like you are getting a new job, and your boss is saying, so this is your work and you have to know everything about your work.
Or you get a new car with a lot of knobs and a lot of switches. You have to know about every knob and every switch in the car to use the vehicle, to use it correctly.
Yeah.
And therefore you have to know what's in the virtual office.
And there are so many things inside. And there is my first of the 5
tips.
Okay. Use these things that are inside, because you not to have to reinvent the wheel. That's so important.
This is so important, because if you try to reinvent it, to make everything new, you just lose time and you have so much work. But use everything what's already there. That's so important.
So, and that's the second thing is after that very important.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
And then you have to
so you're referring on that point, just so I make it clear, you're referring to Young Living will be offering promotions that are Young Living for the month. Just share them as they are. There's no need to recreate, which takes more time, you know, instead of using that time for something else. But you're reinventing the wheel of something that is already there for you to utilize.
Yes, but do you know why people try to make everything new? Because they have fear to speak with people. Wow. And they say, okay, so I have to create new concepts, and after 1 week they have the basement of the concept, and then they work 1-2 months on to make the concept better. But network marketing is a business of talking with people, speaking with people, and having fun with people, and listening to their problems and giving them solutions for their problems. That's it. Young Living is a business of good smell. It's a business of good health with Ninja Red and Ninja Zinc. We have power drinks. We have nutrition supplements. We have so many products. I don't know what you have in South Africa, but Young Living has that all. But the only thing is just to start. And because the most people, they don't really, when they start new with Young Living and they are signed up, in the first month, in the first 2 months, 3 months maybe, they sign up so easily because they have no knowledge about the product. And because they have no knowledge, and because they are so excited, they do the network marketing business very easy, because they say, I don't know what it is, but it smells so good. You need to order it. And they say, okay, I order it because it smells good, and you say that I have to do it. This is so important. And after a while of being with Young Living, we start to learn, we start to dive into the product, and then we get knowledge. And this makes it really to a big problem, because then we are here and say, oh, I know so much. There are so many questions I need to give people if they ask me. So I need to learn. And then network marketing dies, because then the brain gets bigger and bigger, and the blocking what you have in your thoughts, they are in the brain. So you create your own blockings by diving into the deep knowledge of the products. It is like a little bit of brain poison. It's a network marketing poison, because if you have the blockings in your mind, it's so hard to release, to remove them.
Oh, that's powerful.
Okay, once again.
The third one. Second one.
Okay, the first one is don't reinvent the wheel. The second one is
Now, the first one is just use the product and share it, huh?
no.
It's
Okay.
the VO. Be in your office.
Virtual
Yes.
office is the first.
Visual
The
office.
second is don't
Don't
reinvent.
reinvent the wheel. Yes.
The
Yes.
third is
You have to be duplicatable.
right. This is so important. Yeah.
The fourth is keep it short and simple.
Wow.
That's
everything. Business,
so important.
compensation plan,
Yes.
the products, the knowledge about the products. For example, how much do you need to know about lavender? In reality, you need only one word. It is skin. And if you know lavender and skin, then you have so many what you could talk about, because it's so good for the skin. And what can you have on the skin? There are so many things what that can happen. Insect can bite you. It calms it down a little bit, and so on. There are so many usable Anwendungsmöglichkeiten. I don't know what you can do with it. So awesome. Only because of the word skin. Lemon. So for a lemon, you can have 2, 3, 4 words. Yeah, that's all. Lemon makes you light, like happy. In your psychology, it lightens your psyche. I don't know the word in English. It makes you easy. Yeah.
Okay.
Lemon helps to give children, brings children in a very good vibration. But
Yes.
I cannot tell it.
Keep it short and simple. And the fifth?
What is the fifth? Just do it.
Yes.
Just do it.
Do it. Wow.
Never give up.
Just do it.
Never
Because
give up.
if you don't start to be with the products and with people, nothing will happen.
Yes, and believe us, we had really hard times. We had very, very hard times, because I had 2 kids. He had 2 kids from his first marriage. We had really no money at the beginning, no money. And then we got one children together. So it was a very hard time for us with 5 kids. And we loved the product. We loved Young Living. We loved everything.
And we still love it.
And we still love it. And we always were convinced.
I don't know what you want to say.
Wir waren immer überzeugt.
I think it's convinced. I don't know.
Yes, that we are getting successful. And
we had the focus.
We had really the focus. It's working. It's working. It took a long time to find the right way, but I really promise you, Young Living is the right company, and it's the best company.
That's it.
Yeah. So go your way and be focused and never give up. That's the important thing.
I tried to capture it on the chats. Oh wow, those are the most powerful tips that you've shared. So we're doing well with time. Can I then ask any of the leaders that wants to ask a call for you to be able to share? If there's a challenge that you are faced with, you are free to put your question, or you can unmute yourself and ask Vijay and Ulrike directly. You know, if you want to share, please just ask a question. You want clarity, they are here. We'll still have another 10 minutes with them. Please feel free, or if you're shy to speak, you're more than welcome to put your question on the chat, and they will gladly respond to you. Elsa Rina, are you saying you want them to share which model do they use that works perfectly to duplicate themselves? I think that's what she means. That's one. And number two, there's a question that says, maybe you can just answer the two. There's a question that says, in terms of the first one, it's a follow-up. What is your step-by-step model to make sure that you duplicate yourself as a follow-up to that? And secondly, how do you convince people to join you? So I think people it's a challenge for some to say, how do you convince people? How do you close somebody? How do you close a deal? It's easy maybe to prospect, but they don't know how to then make sure that the people that they've spoke to, they really join Young Living. How do you do that? Do you maybe just want to take those two questions and share your responses?
Yeah, so the follow-up is one of the most important things, because you can bring people into the network, but if you don't support them to become successful, you will lose them. And I think if we start with that topic, we could speak now for hours. We have only minutes, so let's make it short and simple. The follow-up, you need them to make his first order as soon as possible. If the person does not order, you will lose him. The second is, you have to inspire the person for the next ordering. Don't think that the new person will find the next order, the products for the next order. They only find it if you support them by inspiring them. One of the very good ways is to start to change his buying behavior, because there are so many products what Young Living has, what he can buy at Young Living and stop buying with other companies. And so you need to support him for minimum 3 or 4 months by inspiring him, helping him how he orders, telling him how Essential Reward is working, and all the basic stuff what Uli would say it's important to know about the virtual office. And in this time, you guide him to become an independent order, that he orders by himself, independent. There are some people who knows it everything, and some people needs a little bit more guidance. One of the most important thing is to tell them very soon the possibility of network marketing. Because if you don't do it, it could happen as it happened me once, that there was someone, I signed him up, but I did not do the follow-up so good. And then he joined another company because he wanted to order nutrition supplements. But my mistake was to tell him, we have nutrition supplements. Oh, that hurts. I tell you, that hurts so much. Yeah. And therefore, people need to know the product groups, products for babies, for animals, products for cosmetics, products for essential oils and blends, nutrition supplements, and so on.
Makeup.
Yeah. They need to know all the groups from the beginning, so you can start to inspire them. And then what we also are doing is to guide them by sending them emails to the next step, building up a follow-up system in steps, because some people only want to order for themselves. So this is the basic step, the first step. But some people want to build up maybe a small business. So then you can say, okay, if you want a small business of some $100s, this is the way to go there. And the rank, what we need to achieve, is the rank executive or silver. So I only speak about that. And so it's always working with them, being in touch with them, being connected. and also bring teams together, creating teams, and show them that he can speak from the first person he signed up and make a Zoom call every week. And this is maybe one of the very important information for you by follow-up. If you start a weekly Zoom call with all the members what you have signed up, once a week and not longer than 40 minutes, because this is a free Zoom call time. And after that 40 minutes, it cuts down. So everyone can have a call once a week where he speaks 10 minutes about products, something maybe what comes up in the next, in the next promotion. Yeah. Maybe you know we have a promotion topic, so you speak about the promotion product to inspire the people about the product. And then you speak 10 minutes about some news of Young Living. It's so important to bring news to your members. And every time when you bring news, they are excited. So you keep the level of excitement very high all the time. They don't get the feeling that they are alone, that it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, and there is a group of many people, everyone has the same problems. And if they realize that I'm not the only one with the problem, there's another one, he has the same problem and he can help me. So there are solutions. And the next 20 minutes, you speak about business or essential reward, or you, was heißt nennen, wertschätzen, diese Anerkennung.
Recognize.
You make recognition, maybe for one of your member who changed from standard ordering to essential reward ordering. And there may be many people who orders by standard and not essential reward. But because you make a recognition for him and say, you are so great because now you get again 10% off because you order by essential reward. The other people hears that and they think, oh, I would also like to order 10% cheaper. And then after 2 months, you say, and he who started now with 10%, he's already in 20% because he orders now the fourth month with essential reward. And now he's very short to get the products nearly about the half of the price. Because if you have 24% off, because you're a member, and then you have 25% in points what you get, yeah. It's nearly about 50% what you get the product cheaper as a customer. And so they get the picture. And the other one says, oh, I also want to get the products cheaper. And then you get people from your group who joins Essential Reward. And these 40 minutes you have every week. And so you speak, you inspire them for products, give him news, and give some important informations and maybe about the compensation plan.
And if you have only one member in your team,
you start with one
member.
And you have your weekly dose of excitement with Young Living.
Wow, no, that is powerful. I don't think, is there any question that I might have skipped? I'm just checking on the chats. I know that, let me just see, I think you've answered most. Have you answered? A lot of people are saying it's too expensive. That will
the product
is expensive, so that will be an objection for them. How do you respond to that? The product is expensive.
Yeah. It is sometimes it is hard to explain people that some products need to be expensive because of the quality. And I always said there are so many cars in the world. You can have Trabant. Trabant is a very old German car. It's made from plastic. It was produced in the Second World War. It's not a good car. No one would buy it. It's very cheap. It has no quality. It has 4 wheels and you can drive. That's all. And you can drive a Mercedes or a BMW. What is the difference? And the difference is the quality. And so you also can have products like perfumes who says we are essential oils, but in reality they are some poison chemistry. Or you have nature, and nature with a very high quality, because nature is not only nature. You can have nature with a low quality and you can have nature with a high quality. And the high quality is if the plant produced every chemistry what the plant can produce, if the plant has the right soil, and then if you know how to distill it, so to keep the very sensitive and sensitive chemistry, to keep them in the essential oils. And the most companies, they only distill the plant and get the smell out, but Young Living gets everything out. And this is the difference between a cheap and an expensive production. And so the products are also different in price. You cannot buy a Mercedes for the price of a Trabant, what has no costs. People need to want the value.
The value.
And this is, so I speak about the value. If someone says, yes, it is good, but it's still expensive, then I speak with them about the opportunity, about the business opportunity. To get in mind that there are enough people who have the money for the products, and you can be the person who creates a team and a passive income.
Passive income. Wow, that is great.
This is so important. But I could speak more about that. But yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so many
such
points.
a big topic.
And you have to speak with many people. That's also a very important point. If you are speaking only with 1 or 2 people and they are saying this, then you have, that's not good. So if you are speaking with 20 people, then there are some people who say, oh yes, that's fantastic. I wanna order it. So
and I also say, if you decide to become a business person, a business leader, a business member in Young Living, then you have to focus and have in your mind a number. And the number is about 150 people what you enroll.
Wow.
It's not about I need 7 or 6 people to become Royal Grand Diamond. I asked 6 people and I found them. That's not true. It is not like that. As we said before, we still sign up people. We still do it because maybe this story what I tell now is a very good story to understand it. And there was a network marketer, a man. He was in another network company and he was so successful. He earned about $250,000 or more a month. And one day he went with his wife and a couple of friends, they went into the city and the ladies wanted to buy shoes. So the 4 people walked in and the 2 ladies tried shoes, very beautiful one. And the man of the friends was also with a woman. And he, the successful network marketer, was in the shop on the other side and he was talking. They didn't hear, but they know what happens because he was talking with a seller who sells the shoes in the shop, and he gave the card and he wrote down the name of her and the telephone number. They saw it, that he's making contacts still, but he's already rich and has everything. And when he came back to the other 3 people, the friend asked him, I don't understand you. You're so rich. You can make so money so much money every month, and you have such a huge organization. You're the big champion. Why do you make still new contacts with people? Why do you do it? And the answer was very simple. What should I do instead?
Sure.
And
Sure.
the answer is, I did it for so many years, and this is what I can do the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I did it so many times. Why should I stop with that, what I can do the best? Why? There is no reason. And so I just go on doing that, what I started and did the whole time. And this is what I say. You need a number of minimum 150 people. And if you have reached the 150 people, don't think now you stop. And I also say, forget the number with 150, because get in your mind, don't stop, and ask everyone who crosses your way. Every person, every man, every woman, every mother, every dog, every cat, everyone who crosses the way, ask them for a business possibility, or for possibility for a better life, or products, whatever. Never stop.
Yeah. Vijay, that is profound. That is powerful, I must say. What you've just shared is very powerful. And I mean, why not share something that you enjoy and that you're good at? And also with us, you said it before that we've got a good product as it is. So it should make it very easy. There's a lot of takeaways for me, and I think also for the brand partners on this call. Let's not reinvent the wheel. You just need to know one thing about the product. You don't really need to know what is inside there, unless, of course, if somebody's an expert and you said it. Google is an answer for some of the things, and our virtual office and website has that information about the product. Our responsibility and our duty is to make sure that we speak to people, we keep on sharing the opportunity and what is available, because you said it, somebody might be saying the product is expensive, and how you deal with that objection, you say, if the product is expensive, let me show you a way of getting the people who will have money to buy this product. You will use that money as commission to actually change your life for better, and you will afford the product. So you're not really saying, because you said it's expensive, buy, tada, but you're saying, no. If the product is expensive, let me show you how. Take this product to the people that can afford to buy it. And in return, you will make your money. That, for me, is the best objection handling that I've ever had in terms of the product is very expensive. You know, are there any other questions? I know that we just went above the scheduled time, but this for me has been so informative. I'm seeing the chat as well. People are loving it. I know there has been a request for you to share your Facebook link where you said it's open for everybody. If you want to share it, you're more than welcome to just share on the chat if you can. Somebody asked for it, but this has been really, really an excellent call. Is there any other question for you, Rick and Vijay? No, I see, great call. Thank you. It was straightforward. People loved it. We will also share this call tomorrow on our Thrive Facebook page, so that those that have missed it tonight, they can catch up. We're in South Africa now. We're experiencing a lot of blackouts in terms of Eskom, the power, electricity. So we've got load shedding. And I had one, I couldn't even join in on Facebook, but we'll share this call tomorrow on the group. Thank you. That's the
Facebook group. I put it in the chat now. That's the Facebook group, but it's only in German. I tell you, it's only in German.
But South African people also can speak a little bit German, I know. Is that true?
If you can speak German, you are very welcome.
But you can also this is translate.
Yeah. So you're really very welcome to our
Yes.
group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Ulrike, Vijay, guys, I must say this has been a great call. Thank you once again for taking your time and coming to share with us. We appreciate each and every one. I can see the leaders have loved it. I mean, we still have a lot of them that are still on the call way after the time that it was scheduled to end. And thank you so much. I think it was worth it. And I know we've went above the time, but thank you from on behalf of Young Living Management for this call. Yeah, I hope to hear from you some other time. We would really, really love to have you back next time, where you will share again some other objections and be able to share the strategies. I mean, people have learned, how to overcome. This was great. Thank you so much. Have a blessed and good evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And good night, everybody. It was lovely having you on the call.
Thank you.
See you on Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.